Weekend. We're joined now by Jonathan Sheridan from FIIG Securities. Jonathan, thanks so much for your time. We do appreciate it. First of all, I want to look forward. Over the weekend, we're going to have some action in Eastern Europe, I do believe. We're going to have a referendum in Crimea, a very controversial one at that. Obvious risk plays to surround this. What should we be keeping an eye out for?
Yeah, good afternoon, Kate. Look, I think it's not really a good story either way, to be honest. If Crimea vote to join the Russian Federation and Ukraine protest, then who knows what will happen with Mr. Putin sending troops in or not. Obama said that he'll stand behind the Ukraine. Of course, if they vote the other way and decide to stay with the Ukraine, again, who knows what Mr. Putin will do, whether he decides to take the troops in anyway and annex the Crimean Peninsula. So it's very much risk off at the moment, I think, and that we saw that with the yields coming down a long way after the spike, after the job numbers that we had.
And then, of course, next week here at home, we'll have the RBA minutes out. I guess we're not expecting too much change here. We tend to be getting repeats or reprints of previous statements. Are we likely to see that this time as well?
I think that'll be the case, yes. I think Glenn Stevens and the RBA are being very consistent in what they're saying. Obviously, they did move away from their easing bias to the neutral bias a couple of meetings ago, so I don't think we'll see any change. We've had a lot of positive data out domestically since then, but like I've said previously, they tend to look through the individual points and go towards the trend, and the trend is that there will be no change.
And the Fed, we're likely to hear from them next week as well, is that right?
That's right. Wednesday night they announced what they're doing with their QE purchases. They have been reducing them by $10 billion a month and have said that they'll carry on to do that. And that announcement will be made on Wednesday night our time. So I think we'll see another $10 billion reduction there.
Okay, and just finally, we've got one for the weekend. Mexico is issuing some bonds. Tell us about these ones. You say great ones for the grandkids.
That's right, yeah. So Mexico have actually issued what we call a century, 100-year bond.
Wow.
Yeah, that's right, in Great British pounds sterling this time. So it's a yield of 5.75%. So if you're really looking at paying your grandkids' school fees in 100 years, you might like to pick some of that up.
Yeah, you'd be wanting to have your children pretty late, and they must have their children pretty late, I think, for 100 years. Jonathan Sheridan, thank you very much. Really appreciate that.
Great, thanks.